Okay. Set bit rating. How would I go about that? Okay, well. Fuck me then, I guess. Solid start. Good job. Well, I mean, this is a test. It's fine. I'm just trying to see what works. Hey. Did not what's going on? Oh. You know, weirdly, I don't know. Like, I know that that's the most common phrase for it, but testing, 1, 2, 3 is my favorite Bare Naked Ladies song. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's see if this explodes. Because one of the reasons I haven't done, like, anything, I haven't done videos, I haven't done streams, I haven't done jack, is genuinely because my processor, we had a series of issues with our power and the weather. My processor did not play well with them, and I've been genuinely afraid that it's going to burn out. But nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? I only know them from the Jew. Okay. I'm conflicted because that's a great place to know them from. The Digimon movie, assuming you're talking about the first one, the original one, great movie to know them from. Every single song on that soundtrack crushes it. But man, more people should listen to the Bare Naked Ladies. Is there a brand on my stream? Like if I open No, there's not. Okay. Be gone, brand. Alright. Check your encoder settings. Yes, I know, you keep telling me about the encoder settings, but I can't change anything while I'm live, so... Okay. This is also going to be an actual short stream. Not like when I say it's going to be a short stream, and I mean we're only going to play for 4 or 5 hours. This is going to be like an hour, maybe 2. 1, because I am just testing my processor, and 2, because I work today, so I am gonna have to sleep at some point. Okay, do this. I don't know what any of that is, so we're just gonna start.
Are you filled with feelings of self-doubt? Do you find yourself prone to minimizing
I'm gonna turn my TV down actually a little bit, because I don't know.
Problems to get blown completely out of proportion?
Because I can hear them through my headphones, which suggests that
and
They're
effective
powerful
dream
loud.
therapy while rest in the comfort of our flagship clinic. Located right next to the secondary overflow parking lot at the University Medical Centre. Somnasculpt, we'll make your dreams come true.
It is and it isn't. Like, I work overnight, which is always nice. Jesus, that was very bright. Yeah. I didn't actually used to work Sundays. It's a newish thing, but it's been about a month and a half. I am as used to it. Is it? Can I move? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, I'm in a room. Okay. Okay. Oh! Signed a piece of paper without reading it. Banker's start. Alright. Okay, this door's still here. 208. Alright. I'm waiting to see if the door is going to disappear again. Okay. Perception is reality. Grab. Okay. I have a chess piece. To what? Oh. You're a very large chess piece. Okay. Oh. Okay. What do you mean? Oh, you should always read everything. I mean, I'm sure we all read the terms and services of everything, right? Like, I can name the terms and services of my Twitch
Terms of service accepted. Congratulations.
off the back of my hand. I'm not going to because we both know them. Like,
your progress may be monitored by
we
qualified
both
specialists.
got them memorized, but
Disorientation
I could.
and adapt you to eyelids are interactive, lucid induction dream state in which you retain full consciousness and control.
So this is lucid dreaming. Okay. What am I trying to do? Oh, there's a door over there. Oh, it's in the air. Okay. So I need the other one. Okay. I went into this game blind. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I put this here, so it accommodates the space that it looks like it fits in, regardless of whether or not that's the space it's in. Right? That's what's happening here. Like, okay, look. Like, this block is real tiny, right? So I pick it up, tiny block. But if, no, oh. No objects beyond this point at all times. Ah. like rustling? Yes. Except I don't know how to control it. Yeah. Haha. Sucker. Do something. Oh look, I phased it through the door. Okay. Oh wait. Oh no. Oh no, it's because I'm holding a block. Okay. So how do I make it bigger? Right, okay, so I walk closer and now it looks bigger, right? So I put it on the thing. I walk closer and it's bigger. Then I do this and suddenly it reaches the door. Excellent.
Confirmed. You can move freely, interact with surrounding
You're a
objects, and listen to
painting.
messages from your patient care team.
Closer
Please
equals
note
yeah,
that I
yeah,
am the
yeah.
standard
Okay.
orientation protocol, and that my voice has been explicitly chosen to remind you that I am not a part of your patient care team. I do not care.
I like you, cold, unfeeling robot voice. You remind me of my ex-fiance. Okay. We have a chess piece and table. And... okay. This seems worryingly easy. No. Yeah. I am a master of spatial reasoning. I'm not. One of the reasons I don't play Portals. I don't play Portal is I am terrible at spatial reasoning. Oh look, I can rotate things. But only side to side. I don't know if that... I don't know if that's good or not. Okay. I gotcha. Get in real close. Then we do this, so the team's farther away. Yeah. Boom.
During eyelids, you will lose the ability to awaken suddenly due to realizing that this is a dream. Evidence. I have already informed you that this is a dream. You did not wake up.
So have you seen
Please complete the remaining orientation activities.
the Adult Swim Uzumaki adaptation that's been coming out? Sheer satisfaction. Oh yeah. It's great. I love escape rooms. One of my favorite things in the world, escape rooms. Okay. Purely for that feel. How do I get through here? Download Portals at some point. Is Portals a real game? Is there a game called Portals? No? I have seen the first step. Oh no. Okay. So that's it. I want it. Oh, I can take the boards off. I thought this was going to be like a puzzle. Please use
Warning,
other door.
You have deviated from the orientation pathway. At the Pierce Institute, patient safety is a keynote in our corporate priority tetrahedron. A variable degree of force can and will be authorized to ensure patient safety. Please return to the orientation
So
pathway.
you baited me. Dang it, whatever's going. Well, now I'm worried that the... Ooh. Dream soda. Give me a mini soda. It's so tiny. Can I make the mini soda bigger? And then it becomes a regular soda. Yes. Good. Now you are Mega Soda, god of sodas. You will come with me, and we shall rule as kings. Oh, no, there's a door. Sorry, Mega Soda. Portal. Portal, portal, portal. What am I missing here? What was I I keep getting distracted. This game... That's true. You were not wrong. There are 2 portals. And there will only ever be 2 portals because Valve does not make 3s. I need this to be smaller. Yeah. Yeah, it's the kind of time saving that you learn when you read terms and services, you know? Like, you learn how to get things, you know, without having to go through the whole rigmarole. Really, no object.
Comprehensive rational explanation in your post-procedural survey. Completed surveys may be
Why did you
eligible
emphasize
for a
this,
gift
friend?
card.
Did you emphasize that because there is indeed a way to get an object beyond that point? There must be a way to get an object beyond this point. Oh! Indeed, there is. Yeah. The red room. The blue room. The velvet room. Okay. Okay. I paused to think. What? Oh, because... Okay, why are they teaching me this? I understand the mechanic, because I look through this, I see the red door, which means I'm looking through this hallway, right? Yeah. Okay. But to what end? Okay, so now I'm in here. The sign's broken. There's also no objects in here. So this is an issue. So this open. It goes down the screen on your end? On what side? Oh. Separate 2-player co-op. Huh. That's real weird. I wonder why. I also wonder what the deal with this is. Oh, there's no way. It's horizontal and slowly moves down. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds a little bit terrifying. Oh, I'm a genius. Yes, I am a genius. Watch as I transform this old rat into a most delightful hat.
Please stand by for polite recognition on your completion of the Somnasculpt orientation.
Is it a
You did it.
problem with the
To
stream, the
maximize
game,
the
or your
time
screen?
allotted for your
Because
therapeutic journey, please
that's
do not
concerned.
delay in
The line
proceeding
comes.
through the final doorway.
The line will separate all of us into 2 players. The question is, will you be player 1? Ooh. Give me the cheese. Good. Stream? Hmm. I'm trying to see what it could be. Let me see, I'm going to open this on a different window. Mute, now create an eternal feedback loop. Did not even notice there was a wall in front of me. It even affects my image? That's so weird. I don't have it on mine. Let me see if I open. Okay, yeah, it is. Not. Why did it say I'm streaming Final Fantasy 16? Only when you move in game? Oh, I think I see it. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Okay. Alright, hold on. I have a stream open. I have to wait for it to catch up to my movement. Yeah. Jesus, my delay is absurd. Oh my god, look at that. Oh. Oh yeah. I see it. What is that? And it just slowly moves down. It's like an old like if you ever saw a CRT TV, or if you ever watched like what are they called? Analog horrors? And like that TV, great. What is that? Okay. I have done the... Like the screen... Yeah. Okay. I've done the minimal amount of research. So what we have here is screen tearing. Now, there are two ways to solve screen tearing. One is to find out which part of my setup is out of sync, because something isn't running at the frame rate it's supposed to. Either the capture card isn't loading, or the TV's or the PS5's running at like 60 when it's supposed to be running at 30, something. But considering this weird 1970s color screen keeps showing up, I think what's happening is the capture card is dying. This is why we do tests. This is why we test, right? So, what are the solutions? Oh, jeez. Like, now that you've pointed it out, like, oh, I could see it so badly. The easiest thing to do would be, of course, replace the capture card, right? Which is rough, but possible. Hmm. .30 frames per second. It should all be at 30 frames. My setup's at 30. I mean, the console might be running at 60, but, you know, nothing I can do about that. Because this doesn't have VSync, I don't believe. And even if it did, it's not... Yeah, no. It's not a problem with the game. How much are capture cards now? Let's just do a Google. Actually pretty cheap. Some would argue surprisingly so. This is the one I have. This is the one I have right now. Just, you know, several years younger. Okay. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I think... And I'm going to have to order a new capture card. I think we can all... Excuse me. We can all just accept that. Why is this one... Why is this one super cheap? I mean, I know why it's super cheap, but like, comparatively, why is it super cheap? Okay. Okay. This is a problem. Now I need it bigger, so I need to get farther away. Himizu. Himizu. The word sounds familiar. How do I throw this at that wall? Let me see this. Okay. Excuse me. I heard about it. I have heard of this movie. Jesus Christ, my capture card is exploding. It's just freaking out over nothing. I have heard about it. But, oh, the entire thing's breakaway. I thought it was just that one section. But I didn't watch it because it's made by the same person who made The Suicide Club. Which, if you've seen Suicide Club, is good, but in a very weird way. The fuck? Don't mess with my loading screens, bro. Don't do that. I'm waiting for it to catch up. My delay is crazy. I need to lower this delay. Like, Jesus Christ. Assuming it doesn't fix itself. Because why would it? I will switch to a PC game and see what that does. And probably just order a new capture card. Suicide Club is good. It actually is. But you have to be in a certain frame of mind to watch it. And that's the same thing with... I'm trying to remember his name. I'm going to look it up. I don't care. Sion Sono. Sion Sono. That's his name. Sion Sono makes movies like The Suicide Club and Cold Fish, which are good. They're good horror movies, but they're rough. You know, yeah. Very good thing. They're rough experiences. And one of the reasons I never, like, I love Suicide Club. I will never do a video on Suicide Club because you can't. Like, it's what it sounds like, you know? You get what's on the tin. And YouTube would never allow it. I'm gonna rewind my VOD a little bit. Yep, it's still there. It's still there. It's weird because on mine it comes and it goes. But man, when it comes, it hits like a hurricane. No, yeah, there, yeah. Ah, well. Tests are for testing, right? So here's what let's do. Let's go ahead, we'll put this on the home screen, because everyone loves the PS5 home screen. We'll put it on my favorite game right now. And I will set up a PC game while I go on about this. Now that you've brought it up, like now that you've reminded me it existed, I will probably watch it, but I am prepared for a rough go. And not to say I expect it to be bad, just the man knows how to hit, you know? Also, that's out now. What's out now? Oh, Metaphor? No. The demo for Metaphor is out now. Great demo. It is a demo that I have literally watched people play for 20 plus hours. You can do so much in this demo. If not for the screen tearing, I would happily put this demo on and show you. Great demo. But no, it is only the demo until I believe the 18th. Or the 10th. Sorry, not the 18th. Why did I say the 18th? The 11th. The 11th. It's a demo till the 11th. This is the game that made me want to start streaming again, because I was like, I want to spend 100 hours playing this game. Okay, we install this. Hopefully Steam doesn't devour my bandwidth. There's a lot going on right now. Like, I mean, I know it's October and this is the horror month and all of that, but like, it's not all good, you know? Like, I saw the Mickey the Mouse slasher movie. That movie sucks. Chucky, the show got canceled, which that show was so good. That show was so good. Ooh, what game? What game? Yeah. I love experiences like that. What's the game? You know what? Let's play some copyrighted music while we're waiting for this download. I'm going to turn down my desktop audio so that it's not super loud. Just going to put that there. Monster Hunter. Ooh. Buddy, Monster Hunter World. I love Monster Hunter World. I love most Monster Hunters, but World is up there. I need to get back into it. It's rough because you have to complete an hour research. Yeah. Oh, Oh boy, a lot of that game is pure grind. Which, don't get me wrong, I love. I love pure grind. One of the reasons I love JRPGs is the grind of it. But yeah, boy. I'm I need to get back into World so that I can be ready for Wilds. I'm gonna get real into Wilds, man. Ah. So I actually think my Steam is trying to play nice with my stream, which is great. But man, it's making this download take a little while. The neutral large authors. They have to. You have to. Like, they're so good. Excuse me. What is your weapon of choice? What is your main? I bounced off of Rise completely. I just no. PS5, you are being funky. Hunting horn. I'll be honest, I've never learned how to use the hunting horn. I have a friend who uses it, loves the hunting horn. I am a lance main. I've been a lance main for several years and several iterations of Monster Hunter. There is very little. There's very little you appreciate more as a lance main than a hunting horn. I'm handicapping myself along with my game. Why? Why do you think that? Okay, so I get what you're saying. The face tanking is why I play the lance, because you're right. It lacks that oomph. There's no real punch behind a lance, right? It's a lot of poking, and you especially notice it when you play with like a long sword or even just a sword and board, like your damage compared to them is weak. But there is nothing greater than the feeling of power guarding when a Basiljuice just flies by, does their carpet bomb, everyone's panicking, everyone's running out of the way, and you just tank it. You plant your shield, you glow, it explodes, you lose maybe half your stamina bar. And it's like, let's go. Let's come back, do it again. Let's run it back. You know, it'll take you 30 minutes to kill the monster you're hunting, but you will be a wall for that 30 minutes. And that's the feeling I love. I love the feeling of you cannot harm me. I will whittle you to death. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. With Wilds allowing 2 weapons. I didn't know that. Is Wilds allowing 2 weapons? Ooh, that's interesting. I also suck at timing guards too. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Excuse me. It's a swap on the go. Ooh. So I should learn a new weapon. Okay, let's put this here. Because I want to have a place where I can see the chat. Because I no longer have a second monitor. This was one of the issues that came up with the power outage. My second monitor is dead. Okay, we could stop with the PS5. That's... You have failed me for the last time. Your insolence will be punished, even though it's not your fault. It is the capture card. I apologize, PS5. Capture card has failed me for the last time. Insolence will be punished. Why am I disconnecting my controller? What? Yeah. I feel like a lot of stuff's gonna take some getting used to. Okay, so let's close this. Let's remove this. We're gonna close a bunch of stuff. Okay, so what I want to do is put this here, right? And then why would you think that's what I wanted you to capture? Whatever. Holy Christ. Why? It won't let me. Okay, so here's what let's do. We'll do that. Oh, there, it solved the problem for me. Oh, holy crap. They will know. Yeah, but I'll be fine. I'll be honest, I'm fine with that. Insect glaive users were a hassle. Insect glaive and what's it called? The katana. Is it called the katana? I don't remember. I didn't use it. The big weeaboo sword. I hate that thing. It staggers me when I'm trying to guard so much. I just... Ugh. Okay. So, we are still on a time limit. We have about 30 minutes. I'm going to try to do at least one run through of Slay the Princess, a game I have not played before this. I have heard many good things about it, but we'll see what happens. The Flincho Town. Yeah, that's the one. This is a love story. Okay. So let's do this real quick. Okay. Do I need to know anything about enter advances dialogue. Space advances dialogue. Arrow keys navigates. Can all of this just be done with the mouse, I feel like? Yes. Okay. And just run one thing of flinch. Yeah. I get that, but at the same time nothing will stop the music. I don't feel like you should have to change your build to accommodate the katana. You know what I mean? Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. No.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, there's voices to this. I was worried I was going to have to do voice
There's a
acting.
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. At the end of it... Okay, so here's a weird thing about me. One, I love visual novels. I love dating sims. I really do. I've beaten, actually, a lot of dating sims. I love horror. I'm trying to figure out how to say this correctly. I love horror, but I also love camp. I'm happy to watch a slasher movie, or like Hatchet, or As the Gods Will, like just bloody messes, right? But I love like musical theater, like I love love stories, you know. I love love, I guess is the thing. Like, you want to date horror? No, I couldn't handle it. At the end of the day, and one of the reasons my relationships have never worked out is I want a companion and not a wife. Like, I don't do the whole domestic thing. I'm not a fan of like, oh, we're gonna get married and have kids and picket fence and all of that. I want our life to be an adventure. I love traveling. I love eating. I love seeing things. I don't like being tied to a place. And that's something that a lot of people can't get into. Oh, look, the screen moves when you move your mouse. Is there screen tearing this time? There shouldn't be. I'm not using my capture card, but it's possible. Forget, just off the bat. Screw it. No. Have you considered the only reason it's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
That didn't answer
Nevertheless,
my question.
let
Oh,
me
okay.
assure you, the princess is locked up because she is dangerous.
Mhm.
She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
We have a... I know he just said there's no point arguing the semantics of the chicken or the egg, but we have a metaphysical issue here. Say that we look at this from a meta-narrative standpoint. If we let the princess go free, if we go against the title of Slay the Princess, the game ends, right? Thus, technically, in a narrative sense, the world ends. So he's not wrong. But if we kill her, the game ends. Thus, narratively, the world. Yes? So, we're kind of in a lose-lose situation. Also, yes, I am okay with the
Of course
world
I am.
ending.
Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do.
Mhm.
Nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I am a nihilist, actually. I am a conventional nihilist, actually. I believe that the futility of existence should spur you to do more, not that nothing matters because it is meaningless. Do I get a
Yes,
reward?
You'll have to slay her before you get it.
Sure. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Don't believe that's true. Okay, let's
You
go.
make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
That's very quaint
Before you
for a
go any
princess. Let me check something real quick. Give me 1 second. Mute this before we cause a causality loop. Okay. I just wanted to have a preview, see if everything's still functioning. Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Can I? Sorry. I just... Whatever. I was gonna change, like, the playing Final Fantasy 16,
We're gonna
but...
go
yeah.
through with this, She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I'm sorry, are you a voice in my head?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's
Is
talking
this a save button? Yes, it is. Okay, we'll just save real quick. Proceed into the... Well, hold on, I like that guy.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I imagine so, yes.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Bit of a pretentious twat, aren't you?
Who's there?
Ooh.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs.
Hello.
And lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Why is there something about her voice that... She doesn't... I don't know. Okay, hold on.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah, I really wish they'd left me some range.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
People are never unarmed.
Then I'm not talking to you.
This is...
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Possibly. Squint harder.
Squint even harder. So does she.
At least nobody's dying right now.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Don't blink. Whatever you do. Not for a moment. Don't blink.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run
Fucker.
through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on
Ah.
bone when your jaw has been fractured.
Her voice... Her voice is gonna make this difficult.
Holy shit, that hurts!
Does have a unique path on toxic relationships that I love personally. I can see it already. I don't know why because it's not her voice. It's really not, but the voice the princess has rattles me in a weird way. Like, in my bones, it disarms me. And I don't know why. I know why. I know why, but it shouldn't. It's been years.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
It's a different... Oh yeah, I would imagine.
We can still turn this around. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
She's kicking my ass single-handedly. Like, literally, one hand is chained to a wall.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Is that my hand? Am I a monster?
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder,
Yeah.
do you really think this is the end?
I mean, probably
But you don't
not.
have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Adversary.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin,
You're just a little guy. Am I? Because that hand was messed up.
you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, why am I here
assure
again?
you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first
A free update. I did know that. This game was... Okay, so this game was gifted to me on my birthday by my friend. And I didn't play it because I did know what it was. It was then recommended to me by my ex-fiance, who told me her experience with it. So when I looked at it, I saw I was supposed to get a new update, and I thought, well, I'll just wait for that. But, you know, here we are, right?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that
Oh,
matters
you're a new
is
voice.
marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
This is some Disco Elysium type evolution.
Those are two
Yeah.
different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Sure.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, I
We did our
did.
best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
Yeah.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, I mean, we're back here, right?
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Like a Groundhog Day.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you
The first
failed
one.
to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the...
Oh, whoops.
Ugh. Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
Dude, I don't have like a problem with her.
The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Okay, hold on. Let's talk about this princess. Yeah, why is she strong enough to beat us to death with her bare
Just a
hands?
princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
I don't believe you. Alright, how do we avoid the
If she
death?
killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. Oh, this is maddening. There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
You're being
I've
cagey.
told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
True.
Great. Now, if
Alright.
you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright.
A
Round
warning
2.
Before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Great.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Let's just get on with it already.
Let's start a riot.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold
This is
stone
different.
walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade
There's a mirror.
perched on its edge.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
The blade is your implement.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about this mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
There's a mirror on the left side. I care about whether I'm being lied to.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
This is a mirror.
Reach forward and rub your hand.
I am a
on the
monster.
cabin wall.
I am 100% a monster.
Yes, you look like that. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone.
What?
So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
You take the blade from the
Okay.
altar. It would be difficult to slay the...
I should have saved when there was a mirror. Alright, let's go. I don't want to question the cabin.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time.
Yeah.
Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm,
You've gotten
just
angry.
make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Seems
As
like
you descend the final step, the
Oh,
form of
you're
the
different.
princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the
you
basement
are a
wall.
tall lady.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Alright. You look different,
You look exactly the same.
hence my concern.
Fine. I believe you. What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. I've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know. Whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Mm. Okay. See how alive I am right now? Someone's alive with me would have died.
To me. Just please take this seriously.
Agreed. We can't win unless you treat this fight with the gravity it deserves.
Okay. She was short. This ain't. Well, now, that's not entirely true. Alright, granted, she has a reach advantage, but she is still chained to a wall. So if we can get inside the reach, you know, we can win this. We just all right, let's go. Let's go deep. Here we go.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
You think Shane's?
Here we go.
I mean,
Let's make
it's
this
held her so far, right?
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
Swear to God, if the first punch she just shatters that chain.
Your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs, driving them right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to
Yep,
recover
there we
from the
go.
impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Because we lost like a chump.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
You don't know what I want.
It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
It's only fun if they run.
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
Valid question.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
That's true.
Listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Probably. Okay. Ugh. She's looking for a fight. We have to get inside. We have to get inside. It
That's
has.
your plan, then. That's your plan. Push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more.
Yeah.
You can feel flesh preparing for a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard.
Yeah.
We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Let's go.
Princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes. You finally get it, don't you?
Not really.
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
Well, I did not mean to do that.
Your balance is suddenly thrown
Oh,
off.
this is gonna hurt.
Pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
Stop
We're fine.
targeting my ribs.
Time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
Okay, not a better outcome.
Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine.
I am not
I
comfortable.
said you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it.
It really doesn't.
Technically,
Princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm.
this is a level of sadism on both
Out
sides.
its sinewy prison.
I do not enjoy getting savagely beaten.
You forgot this.
tosses it at your feet.
He said nothing exists outside of us. There's more to this world in the cabin. I saw trees. There was. Fuck it, round 3, let's go!
The princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow.
Wait, does that mean we're...
God damn it.
Or rather, about to be dead.
She
As
enjoys
your
it.
blade pierces her sternum,
Oh, that's
the
true.
princess buries her fist
Yeah.
into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Alright,
Wait,
get up.
no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Nah. I'd win.
I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She...
I like you, Stubborn.
No! Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we?
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground.
Hey,
Staggering
princess.
Slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
I didn't hear no bell.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Oh, we just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over.
Well, I guess I had it wrong.
You guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything?
I never said I knew everything.
Fine, fine.
It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that.
But you did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world.
And what is that supposed to mean?
I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that.
Oi, fuck you,
Bloody
mate.
hell not.
Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts.
What?
I think we've all thought that one. Lie.
You did think it, didn't you?
Cannot. That which cannot die, cannot die, cannot.
I tried very hard to make this work.
I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it?
Yes, like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink.
I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
Well, I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right? No,
Right.
No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world? Can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable. And what's wrong with stalling?
Granted.
Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on. Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you. It's time. Yes, I suppose it is. If we fight her forever, maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out. I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Asura's Wrath style. Let's
You
go.
get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
Join your
With
adversary.
an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her
Ooh.
wrist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we
Get up.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating
Oh
blows.
god, one of those is
You
real
strike
bad.
first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
At the end of all things. Oblivion.
Did we do this?
Did she get... At one point, yes.
I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
Hey, her wounds have healed. And her body
I feel
slumps.
so... tired.
Isn't this what we wanted? Oh!
She's gone.
The mirror!
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach
I'm
the
begging you,
mirror.
Don't do this.
The mirror
It's
never
different
scared you
now.
before.
It feels, I don't know, final.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
You said that. Despite everything, it's still you. It is quiet here.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Are you what sent me to
I
slay the
only
princess?
just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
No. Fuck you, we weren't
I'm
done.
sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
You don't understand. We weren't done.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Can I harm myself?
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Alright, so what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
I really do.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Like if you've never played or seen the end to Asura's Wrath, oh, there's nothing better than a fight that never ends. How much will I forget?
Until we meet again.
How many more pieces do I
More
need to
than you
find?
have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
That was a heartbeat.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Fine.
She
We'll start
asks
again.
that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
A fierce vessel. Bring the adversary to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
The real Slay the
is a
Princess
cabin.
starts here.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
So,
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
so I want to avoid the adversary route again? Well, what happens if I leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Slay the Princess 2 starts now. Routes automatically close. Interesting. Continue down the path away from the cabin.
I suppose you just... Why
You don't have to
continue down
overthink
the
it.
path away
I-
from the cabin?
I do have to overthink. I will overthink it. Not because I have to, but because I can't not do it.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Because the only thing that will keep me from emotionally breaking down over this is to think. It's my coping mechanism.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
You
How
cunt.
convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and
You're really
leave
keen on
again.
wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone
Can't
dies.
unthink it once
like
it's done.
dies.
Exactly.
Forever.
You have to be very careful when you meet someone. Because once you meet someone, you'll know them. And there's no undoing that.
When I
Yeah.
said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
I disagree.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Which is gonna lead me right,
Would you
yep.
look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess. There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty
Oh,
much
the music
everyone
stopped.
who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
I disagree.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
There's always a lighthouse. There's always a boy.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Oh no.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths... or
Should have gone
cabins
to the
appear around
cabin.
you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
I didn't want to kill her again.
Aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. It's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh wow, it actually is. Alright.
You're on a
Back
path
to oblivion,
in
I
the woods,
suppose.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
These walls weren't here last time. Oh, those are walls.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember
Makes
what happened,
sense.
then maybe I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we think.
Voice of the contrarian.
Captive audience. He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
I wasn't doing it to spite the
By ruining
narrator.
You mean ruining everyone's day forever? Then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you
Like, I understand why they would
The world really did
go
end
that
last
route,
time,
but
didn't it?
it's not what I was trying to
For all we
do.
know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Yeah, you know, like M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. Fuck it. Stay in the woods forever.
A little boring, though.
Thank you.
It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing?
Don't see why not.
You can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
I was staying in the
Alright,
woods.
so it's decided. Even if it's boring.
You may be the only person who didn't do it despite the narrator.
Forever.
Possibly, but I really didn't. I just didn't want to.
Congratulations.
I didn't want to mess up.
It's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? Who's getting phone? What is that
Oh,
weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore. Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
technically it is nothing. Via textured nothing. Oh. Is she taking me? It's full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring. This world is broken. We must weave something. Denial. Return to your destined path or face the consequences.
You're on a path in the woods. At the
Okay.
end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that
So what I want to do is leave the first time, meet her before Oblivion. Okay.
you're here to
So we can... Oh no! It doesn't even give me the option to leave. This is what you were talking about with... Oh! Bastards. Okay. Okay. I was hoping I could change... Okay, fine. Fine.
It's all part of the job.
Alright, let's go
We
meet
make
her
our way
again.
up the
What
short
can we
path of the
change?
cabin. You'll find the princess within.
They come for you instead. That's good to
Warning.
know.
Before you go any further, she will lie. She will. We're not going to.
Yes. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
It's not more
The only
exact around.
furniture of
Yeah.
Is a plain wooden table.
But
Perched on that table.
what
is a
can?
prism.
What is this little book? Oh, this is the history. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. So let's
You take the blade from
take the blade. Head
the
down.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Hold on. Sorry. I just. Mute this before I start a infinite loop edit. Okay. Alright. Just had to change something real quick. Okay.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Original voice?
She
Yeah.
sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Continue down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What if I just go straight for the murder? Let's go
You
straight.
step forward.
Let's listen to the narrator. We
Steel your resolve.
pissed him off last time. Should mention case for your game. Alright. Oh, okay. Then, however this route goes, will probably be last. Thank you, actually.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that's
Yes.
so, you should just drop it.
No.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
This is one of my favorite paths. Slay the
You lunge
princess.
forward without a moment's
Oh,
hesitation.
Jesus, she's actually afraid.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Just like the end
this
of.
is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
I mean, I was hoping so.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Yeah, she's dead.
Exactly.
We did it.
It's over.
We go home now, right?
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Yeah,
Instead, what you
that seems
find
about right.
is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I was kind of
This
hoping to
isn't
get a better ending.
In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
You son of a
Time
bitch.
passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years.
This
or
is why
even
people-
decades. It's all a wonderful blurring blur. You've never been happier.
Yeah, I get it now. Like, I didn't spite him because I was like, well, you know, he was a normal person in the adversary, but you right fucking cunt. Ugh.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
No, we're not gonna stay here forever.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Is it take the knife and stab ourselves?
We can use the blade to get out of this. I
Yes.
can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
No.
I made
We're
this
outta
happy
here.
little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate. Fine.
I had
Whatever.
stuff to
For
do,
the
man.
first time since time stopped meaning anything, go open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is
Oh,
covered in
Jesus.
bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
We've been here a long time.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Excuse me. It says a special ending if it was the first route you picked. Yeah, I feel like between this and the Stranger, I feel like I'm gonna have to play this whole thing again from the beginning at some point. Probably when the update comes out. I can turn around and leave again, but I'm already on this ending. So if I feel like if I leave, I'm gonna end up back in the hand. So let's not do that. I'm wise to your tricks.
What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened,
then maybe it's best to... That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time.
Voice
Just
of the
do it
cold.
again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Alright. We've asked that question before, so
A
let's go.
warning. Before she will lie, she
Yes.
won't be a problem.
So she's either going to be normal or real
The interior of
messed
the
up.
cabin is
Ooh,
cold. A soft odor of dirt permeates.
I like
the
this
air.
cabin.
Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a... You reach forward and rub your
Yeah,
hand.
okay.
There was
Same
a
thing
mirror
as
a
last
second,
time.
Now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
I like the
You
Cold's
take the blade
voice.
from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement groans open.
Any chapter 2,
revealing
you can
old
leave and go
banister
down the
and
path you were
creaky
trying
wooden
before.
stairway.
Oh, that's good to
Everything
know.
is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
I can't kill a
Guess we'll just
ghost.
have to go down and see. As you descend the
Oh!
final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay.
She's definitely
She's
dead.
Definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to
Ah,
finish your thought,
fuck
the
off.
top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on?
Okay. I'm gonna preface this before anything else happens. No matter what happens, Corpse Bride Princess, my favorite princess so far. I love Corpse Bride Princess. That is my favorite design that I have seen thus far. No, I completely understand. I am down bad for Corpse Bride Princess.
Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I mean, a lot of things,
It's
depending.
you. Hiya, Keller.
Oh,
I was
that
hoping to
voice.
see you again. I had some issues with how our last meeting went.
Oh, that voice is heaven.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Don't like how this is
Her
going.
touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
I mean, granted, the nickname is Killer, but I can't kill Corpse Bride Princess.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
Just go along with her, you'll love it. The enemy who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. Yeah, let's go.
Nobody tricked you.
Let's roll.
And the fact that the princess's spirit has risen from the dead should be more than enough evidence that she isn't exactly sweet and innocent. It's all been an act. She's pretending.
I wouldn't say she's ever pretended to be sweet or innocent.
She does have
Granted.
a little bit of an attitude, but I can't blame her. We didn't kill her after all. I wouldn't be nice to my murderer if I was killed. The
Yeah.
fact that you apparently botched the landing isn't on the me you're talking to, nor is it on any other version of me that you've encountered.
I didn't botch shit. You're just
You're
a
using a lot
dick.
of words to say a lot of nothing.
The enemy of my enemy.
The princess circles you again, her icy fingertips trailing up your spine, sending shivers rippling across your flesh.
I don't want enemies. I don't want to fight. I just want to go home. Is that really so much to ask?
And just where is home, I wonder?
Yeah, that's
I don't
the
know where
question.
home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
You want to go to
Wherever I'm supposed to be.
the
It's
abyss?
out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Da-da-da. Yeah, can't you just leave on your
I
own?
wish that's how it worked. But this place won't let me go.
Oh.
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
That'd be dull, anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
Granted.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you?
I like you, Cold.
So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Absolutely not. She asked you if she can possess us. She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would
It's
she be able
weird
to
that that
see
face was not as off-putting as it was meant
if
to
we
be.
went along with it?
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Yeah, let's do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really letting
This is
me
why this route is
aren't
fun.
you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So,
Yep.
it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Wait, there's what?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to
I
fight.
exist because I
I'll
am.
be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
They do
I'm
not.
not talking about you, I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful,
I did notice that.
and all-round foolish decision.
Which,
Don't think I can get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
oh. Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's her normal voice, but it's not. Her normal voice is much colder. That's why this voice is nice. I miss her ghost voice, if I'm being honest. This voice is nice, it's pleasant, but that ghost voice was... that was smooth. That was like silk.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
There's
It's
too much
okay.
noise.
We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
So there is a nice
Everything won't be
princess.
fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
It really
Wouldn't that
would.
be nice? There's only one way to find out.
I could slay the princess in my mind. Apparently. But that's not what we're going to do today.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form, and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
That's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
No, because her home is
Doesn't mean it at
oblivion.
all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin?
Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
My body was made? Oh, no I am not. Cannot be
You
done.
continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Narrator's a certified hater.
We're so close.
I mean, real recognize real, and that narrator looking real unfamiliar.
Murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Oh, and he's gone.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone. And so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
Yeah.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
We're still here.
For now.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of it?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Hitchhiker. Pick up a passenger and take her to her destination.
You actually freed me, didn't you?
Ah, she's got her ghost voice back.
Outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Flo.
Don't mention
I think this is where I meant to be.
Yep. And there she goes. It's time to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You don't need to comfort him.
I'll see you on the other side.
If you say so, we'll trust you.
No princess for
Whatever
you.
makes you happy.
Have I changed? The bloat. You've grown.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete.
That's the
Flickering
plan.
lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You do know that once this is done, I'm going to kill you. Wait, first, why can't I not do the
Those
things I did
paths lead
before?
to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Makes sense. Alright.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
The one who is free is king, right? You have been kinder to
I
me
won't
than
try
everyone
to
else
find
I've met.
you. You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Any thoughts on the corpse bride?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
Oh, that's nice.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Reacting to memes. Okay. You should, but also, Junji Ito reacting to things is the funniest thing ever because the dude has the weirdest sense of what's scary and what's not. Like, I've seen that man look at horror and laugh and then be freaked out by like pictures of cats. It's What do you feel about
The
me?
vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Alright,
I will long for
Let's
your
go back.
return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
and you die. An evanescent
You're
vessel.
on a path
Alright,
in the woods, and at the end of that path,
so we're gonna save here. This is good. Like, I've heard, I've seen so many people talk about how good it is. That is good. What is on my thing right now? Nothing. Okay. I don't actually have a background, so we'll just go with this. Actually, no, I don't like that. What's this? Ugh, still not great. Actually, here, give me 1 second, because I do actually need to take care of something. Because I need to get my dog medicine. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I have a pit bull that's sick and needs medicine. Also, just not picking a knife up on the run. Yeah, I thought about that too, but I was like, I don't want to not pick it up and then mess something up and never be able to not pick it up again. But yeah, I appreciate you coming out for this test, which ended up lasting way longer than I thought it would. I don't know. We'll do this again on a day that I don't have work. But until then, it's my process is granted. Slay the Princess is not like the most demanding game, but it shows that I can stream without my processor exploding. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next time. And until then, have a good one.